Hello, everybody. I hope you're all really well and happy. Welcome to day 3 of this 7-day meditation. Just let's get settled into our body, coming in to the present moment, taking a deep breath in through the nose. Holding. And releasing through the mouth. Again, taking a brilliant breath in. Holding. And releasing. Focusing on our body part, the heart, and not the heart from how we generally view it with emotions, romance, that feeling of love. But let's look at the heart, the organ, encapsulated within the rib cage, the space between the heart and the inner rib cage. That space that protects the heart, the organ that keeps us alive. We've never probably thought about it. Taking a breath in. Holding. And releasing. So it's by starting to be in our body and focusing on any body part, that we start to come into time, into the present moment. There's a lot of things about mindfulness out there, being present, being in the now. But it all comes from the intellect, the mind. So we can only get so far. Taking a breath in. Holding. And releasing. Coming into the heart, that organ. The center of our being, that with its own intelligence keeps beating with precision. So our mind doesn't have to do that. Our mind isn't instructing the heart to keep us alive. It has its own intelligence. And this is the intelligence that I guide you towards. I'm a guide. You have your power. But like a lot of guides, they have a flashlight, so they can just help you, lead you the way more efficiently, like the heart. The systems of the heart is incredibly efficient. So by coming into our body, coming into the present moment, we come into the one reality, the optimal reality for us, where we are supposed to render ourselves in this dimension. But as we humans have free will, we have imposed that on ourselves by not being present. Unlike animals and plants, they cannot not be in the present moment. So we have been traveling most of the time. Mainly in the future. We're mainly always projecting what's going to happen next. Either very short term, medium term, or long term. And we're in the past as well. But that has more to do with trauma and resentments. So by being in our body and present here now, which is referred to as space-time, we get to reside in our optimal reality. And that's where our timeless self is. Our timeless self is only present. It has no need to be in the future or the past. Its brilliance is everything. It's only now. So by us getting into the rhythm of this universal time, we get to start to merge with our timeless self. Our timeless self, your spirit, your higher self, whatever you refer to. Most of it's a bit tainted though by other descriptions of what that means. But whatever you perceive it to be as something beyond you, the higher version of you, would it ever be in lack of anything? Why would it be? Focusing in on your heart, the organ in the center. Popping in, connecting to that intelligence, the programs. Keeping very centered in your body right here, right now. So when we start to merge with our timeless self, we start to get to go on autopilot. And everything is created for us. All we need to do, really, all we need to do is keep in our body and keep present here and observe. It's a new language, but you'll become incredibly fluent in it. And then you will actually be starting to observe this reality, how you operate, how you think, the programs you have, from a higher version. So you actually get to be outside of yourself from this rendition, this density, and you get to view how you are operating. It was Einstein who said it is impossible to solve a problem from the same consciousness that created it. And that's what we've been doing as humans for thousands of years. And the results have not been that good. Some have understood, have been shown, how to really connect and merge with our timeless self. And start is a process, and start to co-create. How you're rendering yourself here and what you are creating outside of your body in this atmosphere. Once you learn the trick, it's really easy. And you can see how trying to solve problems and create in the same consciousness that has all the filters telling you you cannot do this, and there is sacrifice, and there's lack, and you're not free. With that rule set, how are you possibly supposed to come up with an effective solution? So by merging with your timeless self, you get to have a higher version, perspective, of how you're operating here. And because you're outside of the consciousness that created the filters, it becomes a very easy solution for anything we wish to create. Taking a deep breath in. Holding. And releasing. So people come to me and they ask how to manifest. I want money, I want a better relationship, I want out of a relationship, I want better health, I want to move, I want to look younger. And everybody wants to know how to specifically change that particular drama du jour, if you like, because it's always changing. And this is what is taught out there. And there can be results. Because we can manifest in other realities. But it's not the optimal. And it's not where our timeless self is. So it's some other source. So the results are never anything worthwhile. Short-lived. Still feeling that incompletion. That yearning for more. So we go on to the next project. But when you're in the present moment here in space-time, and we never get precisely into space-time, right into the center, because we couldn't sustain ourselves in this density. But we can get a lot closer. A lot closer. So as we do start to get closer, into space-time. We merge with our timeless self. And that timeless self is pure source. As you are. And then we start observing and letting go of programs that no longer serve us. And we keep expanding. That's the real project. Not these physical things. The greatest show is getting to observe your evolution. Keep coming back to your heart, to the organ, this masterpiece that is on the pedestal, connected through the base to the core of the earth with these frequencies. Connect throughout the day to the organ of the heart on a pedestal. It's a masterpiece. Connected through the base to the core of the earth, and bring up these frequencies, these pure frequencies throughout the day. As I mentioned, my meditations and workings are experiential. You don't have to remember this because you're going to experience it. I'm going to leave you here. Disconnect when you wish to disconnect. And until tomorrow.